Hello Lakers fan. If you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to pay attention to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on possible signings, rumors, interviews, and much more of our Lakers, and what I can say is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and you don't want to miss any information. So if you are a true Lakers and you don't want to miss the latest news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive everything firsthand. Let's get to today's news.
FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Luka Donic and Slovenia gear up for revenge against Germany in the quarterfinals. The stage is set for a thrilling rematch of the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 quarterfinals on Wednesday, as Luka Donic, the superstar from the Los Angeles Lakers, leads Slovenia against Germany. The exact tip-off time is yet to be announced, but the anticipation is already sky-high. These two teams met earlier in the tournament during the opening exhibition game, where Germany secured a convincing 103-89 victory. The German roster boasts impressive NBA talent, including former Lakers guard Dennis Schroeder, Orlando Magic forwards Franz Wagner and Tristan da Silva, and seasoned NBA veterans like big men Daniel Theis and Isaac Bonga. Road to the quarterfinals. Both Slovenia and Germany have shown their strength by powering through the round of 16 to reach this pivotal stage. Slovenia edged out Italy thanks to another sensational offensive display from Donic, who dropped 30 points in just the first half and finished with an incredible 42 points. This performance extends an already stellar summer for Donic, who is averaging 34 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per game, shooting 46.2% from the field, 32.2% from beyond the arc, and an impressive 89.2% from the free throw line. What stands out is his aggressiveness at the charity stripe, where he's attempting 18 free throws per game, showcasing his relentless attack mentality. Germany, meanwhile, dismantled Portugal 85-58 in their round of 16 matchup, asserting themselves as a formidable force. Wagner leads the charge, averaging 20.7 points per game, closely followed by Schroeder's 20.2 points. Theis and da Silva also contribute solidly, both averaging just over 10 points per game. With four players consistently scoring in double digits, Germany boasts one of the deepest, most balanced squads remaining in the tournament. A defensive test ahead for Slovenia. Slovenia's defense will face one of its toughest challenges yet. Stopping the lightning-quick Schroeder and the physically dominant Wagner will require a focused, disciplined effort. In their opening meeting, Germany mostly stuck to one-on-one defense on Donic, with occasional blitzes to disrupt his rhythm. But with only one other player averaging double figures alongside the Lakers star, the Germans may dial up their defensive aggression even more, daring Slovenia's supporting cast to step up. Whoever advances from the showdown will face either Finland or Georgia in the semi-finals, promising a hard-fought battle with plenty at stake. Luka Donic's mission, bringing a medal to Slovenia. International basketball continues to showcase fierce competition, with players pouring their hearts into representing their home countries. Luka Donic is no exception. He's on a mission to put Slovenia firmly on the global basketball map. Winning a medal is no easy feat, but Slovenia is now closer than ever. For Donic, the goal is clear: prove the doubters wrong and bring home a medal that many believe is beyond this talented but underdog squad. With his unmatched defensive skills and leadership, Donic is sending a message to the world. Slovenia is not here just to participate. They're here to compete, to win, and to make history. What's at stake, and what it means for European basketball. This quarterfinal clash between Slovenia and Germany is about much more than just advancing in the tournament. It represents a broader battle for respect, recognition, and a chance to reshape the balance of power in European basketball. Slovenia, led by Luka Donic, is carrying the hopes of a small but fiercely proud nation eager to prove it belongs among Europe's elite. Meanwhile, Germany, with its young core blending NBA experience and raw talent, is looking to capitalize on years of growth and finally break through to the upper echelon of international basketball. Media and fan reactions across Europe. The buzz around this matchup has been intense, with sports outlets across Europe spotlighting Donic's remarkable leadership and Germany's collective strength. Slovenian fans have flooded social media with messages of support, rallying behind their star with a mix of excitement and nerves. German media, on the other hand, are hyping Wagner and Schroeder as the key figures to dismantle Slovenia's offense. Analysts highlight Germany's balanced scoring and physical defense as potential game-changers, framing the contest as a true test of tactical prowess. In fan forums, debates rage over whether Slovenia's reliance on Donic is a strength or a vulnerability, while many admire Germany's team depth and defensive discipline. The conversation itself reflects a growing respect for the competitive level of European basketball, fueled by stars like Donic who have shined on the NBA stage. The players speak. Luka Donic, ever the focused competitor, has downplayed the pressure. We respect Germany, they're a great team with fantastic players. But we trust ourselves and our system. We're ready to fight for every possession and show what Slovenian basketball is about. Franz Wagner echoed the sentiment on the German side, emphasizing teamwork and resilience. Slovenia has an incredible player in Luka, but we're not just one player. We have balance, depth, and experience. It's going to be a tough game, but we're prepared. Looking ahead, the road to the medal. Whoever wins Wednesday's quarterfinal won't just be one step closer to a medal, they'll have sent a statement to the basketball world. A victory could boost national pride, inspire future generations, and potentially shift the dynamics of European basketball powerhouses for years to come. For Luka Donic, this is more than just another game. It's about legacy, the chance to prove that his talents translate not only on the NBA hardwood but on the international stage, and that Slovenia is a nation to be reckoned with. The countdown is on. The stakes are high. And when Slovenia and Germany take the court, every second will matter. Greg St. Jean believes LeBron James sparked Luka Donic's physical transformation. For years, one of the few knocks on Luka Donic has been his conditioning. Despite his elite skills and otherworldly basketball IQ, questions often lingered about his fitness level, especially during the grueling NBA season. But now, as he prepares for his first season with the Los Angeles Lakers, it's clear, Luka is flipping the narrative. With an extended offseason and a new chapter unfolding in LA, the 26-year-old Slovenian star has arrived in the best shape of his career. Leaner, stronger, and visibly more explosive. The transformation hasn't gone unnoticed, and according to Lakers assistant coach Greg St. Jean, there's a powerful source of inspiration behind it. LeBron James. Iron sharpens iron. Speaking to Basket News, St. Jean offered insight into Donic's progress and the influence LeBron may be having on his newest teammate. You know what? I always believe this. Iron sharpens iron, St. Jean said. When you're around truly great players, it's just like coaching alongside elite coaches. You can't help but be motivated to level up your own craft. Donic has never been shy about his admiration for LeBron. Now that the two are finally sharing the same locker room, St. Jean believes that being around James on a daily basis has lit a fire under Luka, and vice versa. Luka has learned something from every great player he's crossed paths with, he added. But with LeBron, it's different. That's someone he's genuinely looked up to for years. And I think now that they're teammates, it's not just motivating Luka, it's mutual. There's a shared drive. A new standard of discipline. James, even at 40 years old, continues to operate like a machine, waking up at 5 a.m., maintaining an elite training regimen, and playing at an all-NBA level well into his third decade in the league. That example is now rubbing off on Donic, who is beginning to adopt the same level of daily discipline. It's not just about Luka and LeBron, St. Jean emphasized. There's a culture being built around work ethic and accountability. Our entire roster is feeding off that energy. Everyone wants to come back better. Donic's commitment this summer hasn't only been about weight loss or aesthetics, it's about durability, longevity, and leadership. With a grueling season ahead and championship aspirations in Los Angeles, maintaining peak physical form isn't just a goal, it's a necessity. Donic shines on the international stage. Donic's new physique has also translated into results on the court, especially during this summer's FIBA EuroBasket 2025 tournament. Representing Slovenia with pride, Luka has been on a tear, dominating on both ends of the floor and now officially becoming the all-time leading scorer in Slovenian national team history, a feat that, frankly, felt inevitable. His numbers this summer are staggering: 34 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per game, while drawing fouls at an elite rate and knocking down nearly 90% from the free throw line. His performances haven't just impressed fans, they've inspired an entire nation. Eyes on the prize. As the Lakers look ahead to the upcoming season, all eyes are on Donic. The goal is clear, a deep playoff run, and potentially a championship. And for that to happen, the Lakers need Luka to stay healthy and hungry. So far, everything is trending in the right direction. With the guidance of a legend like LeBron, a renewed commitment to conditioning, and a fire that seems stronger than ever, Luka Donic might be stepping into the most dominant version of himself we've seen yet. And if that's the case, the rest of the NBA better be ready. A statement of intent, on and off the court. Donic's physical transformation isn't just symbolic, it's strategic. After years of falling just short of postseason expectations in Dallas, and now preparing for the spotlight of Los Angeles, Luka knows what's at stake. The whispers about his conditioning, his late-game fatigue, and his playoff inconsistencies? He's heard them all. And this summer, he's chosen to respond not with words, but with action. Whether it's his dominating performance in EuroBasket or the viral off-season videos showing him in peak condition, Donic is sending a clear message. He's ready for the next level. And for Lakers fans, that's exactly what they want to hear. LeBron and Luka, a potentially historic duo. Around the league, analysts are beginning to take note of just how impactful the LeBron-Luka pairing could be, not just on the floor, but culturally within the Lakers locker room. NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski recently said on NBA Countdown, LeBron's mentorship could be the difference-maker in Luka's career. If he's truly buying into the routine, the recovery, the sleep, the diet, everything LeBron's mastered, then we could see a version of Luka Donic that dominates this league for the next decade. The Lakers haven't had this much momentum heading into a season in years. With Anthony Davis still anchoring the defense, LeBron setting the tone, and Luka entering the best physical shape of his life, this roster looks deeper, more focused, and more united than ever. A ripple effect inside the Lakers organization. The tone set by LeBron and echoed by Luka is already being felt throughout the team. Reports from the Lakers practice facility indicate that the entire squad has returned early to LA ahead of training camp, a rare sign of buy-in, especially from younger players. Team sources say that D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Rui Hachimura have all been putting in extra work this summer, following Luka's example. Even off-season acquisition Jonas Valanciunas reportedly arrived weeks early to begin strength training and pick-and-roll drills with assistant coaches. One Lakers staffer was quoted anonymously as saying, "You can feel the shift in energy. There's no complacency. Everyone's working like they've got something to prove." Donic's influence beyond the NBA. Meanwhile, back in Slovenia, Donic's transformation and record-breaking run in EuroBasket has become a national story. He's not just a basketball player there, he's a cultural icon. Slovenian President Nataša Pirc-Musar even posted on social media after Luka became the country's all-time leading scorer. What Luka is doing this summer, for his body, for his country, for the sport, is an inspiration to every Slovenian. Across Europe, young athletes are watching his example, a generational talent who could have coasted on raw skill alone, but instead chose the harder path, refining his body, growing his game, and embracing leadership. The road ahead, expectations and pressure. Still, for all the praise and promise, the pressure is building. With a move to the Lakers comes relentless scrutiny. Every performance, every result, every injury will be magnified under the spotlight of one of the world's most storied franchises. And with LeBron in the twilight of his career, this season might be the torch-passing moment fans have waited for. Can Luka rise to the challenge? So far, he's doing everything right. He's healthier. He's hungrier. He's more focused. And he's carrying a chip on his shoulder, not to prove he's a star, he already is, but to prove that he can win at the highest level. What comes next? If Luka's transformation translates into postseason success in Los Angeles, we may look back at the summer of 2025 as the turning point, the moment when talent met discipline, and potential finally collided with preparation. Because when a generational player like Luka Donic takes control of his own narrative, the rest of the league should pay attention. Something special might be coming. A estrela do Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Donic, e a Slovenia tiveram muito trabalho pela frente após terem dificuldades jogos de exhibição no FIBA EuroBasket 2025. No entanto, Donic fez sua presença ser sentida na fase de grupos para garantir uma vaga nas oitavas de final, enquanto busca medalhas com seu pace natal. A caminho das oitavas de final, a Eslovenia enfrentou a Itália, que contava com alguns nomes notáveis de NBA como Danilo Gallinari e Simone Fontecchio. Para começar o confronto, Donic entrou campo de forma agressiva no ataque, abrindo para os eslovenos uma vantagem inicial de 29-11 após gol. Ele marcou 30 pontos no primeiro tempo, dando a Eslovenia uma vantagem de 2 dígitos, mas a Itália reagiu e venceu o segundo quarto por 29-21. Donic e Slovenia continuarão pressionando no segundo tempo e liderarão de ponta a ponta, avançando para as quartas de final com uma vitória por 84-77, uma reviravolta completa após algumas dificuldades no início. Donic provou ser demais para a Itália, terminando com 42 pontos, 10 rebotes e 3 roubos de bola, convertendo 11 de 19 arremessos de quadra e 5 de 11 de 3 pontos. Estrela livre. Descar a ladeira e chegar a linha de lance livre Paris ser o foco de Donic no EuroBasket. E isso aconteceu novamente neste jogo, resultando em 16 viagens a linha de lance livre e convertendo 15. Apesar de que competitivo o jogo internacional esta hoje, Donic continua capaz de levar esse time a vitória, o que é bom presságio para os Lakers e para a próxima temporada. O segundo maior artilheiro de Eslovenia, depois de Donic, foi Klemen Prepelic, com 11 pontos, e nenhum outro jogador chegou aos 2 dígitos. Por outro lado, Fontecchio liderou a Itália com 22 pontos, enquanto Celia Nyong contribuiu com 11 e Gallinari com 10. A Itália, na verdade, arremesso melhor que a Eslovenia, mas a diferença foram os rebotes ofensivos. A Eslovenia teve 10 tentativas de arremesso a mais e venceu por apenas 8 pontos. Se Donic continuar jogando dessa forma, será difícil para qualquer naqueo vencê-los, mas vale a pena monitorar como ele será marcado daqui para frente, considerando suas recentes explosões de gols. Estrela livre. O que vamos seguir para Luka Donic e a Eslovenia. Como mencionado, a Eslovenia está agora nas quartas de final, onde enfrentará a Alemanha. Os almas derrotarão Portugal nas oitavas de final, então este será desafio para Luka Donic e companhia. Eslovenia e Alemanha devem se enfrentar na quarta-feira, no que permite ser uma disputa emocionante.
Trade idea sends rising Kings star to Lakers for Austin Reeves. A potential blockbuster trade idea could shake up the Western Conference, swapping two of the NBA's most promising young players. The Sacramento Kings and Los Angeles Lakers might just be ideal trade partners in a deal that would send Keegan Murray to LA and Austin Reeves to Sacramento. For the Kings, the last 2 seasons have been a frustrating paradox. They're too talented to tank, but not quite good enough to make a deep playoff run. New general manager Scott Perry now faces a defining crossroads: double down on the current core or make bold moves to reshape the roster. Sacramento is one of the few teams in the league without a true untouchable. Even stars like Domantas Sabonis and key role players like Keon Ellis could be moved under the right circumstances. While DeMar DeRozan, Malik Monk, and rookie Devin Carter have been at the center of off-season trade rumors, Perry may be looking in a different direction entirely. Proposed trade: Kings and Lakers swap young talent. Ethan Hutton from Fantasy Sports on SI recently floated a compelling trade idea. To the Los Angeles Lakers. Keegan Murray, 2027 first-round pick. To the Sacramento Kings. Austin Reeves. At first glance, this deal has intrigue on both sides, but also raises questions. From Sacramento's perspective, acquiring Reeves would mean adding a 27-year-old guard who steadily improved year after year. Last season, he posted impressive averages of 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, and 1.1 steals per game, while shooting an efficient 46% from the field, 37.7% from 3, and 87.7% from the line. Reeves is undeniably skilled, a crafty shot creator and capable playmaker. But does he fit Sacramento's long-term puzzle? With Malik Monk already in a similar scoring guard role, doubling down on another off-ball, offensive-minded guard could create redundancy. Unless Monk is moved elsewhere, adding Reeves might complicate the team's backcourt chemistry more than it helps. On the other hand, Keegan Murray has become a cornerstone in Sacramento, a strong two-way player with elite defensive upside and a developing offensive game. At just 25, Murray is already one of the Kings' most valuable assets, and while he's not untouchable, it's unlikely the Kings would part ways with him without a significant return. As for the Lakers, Murray would be a dream addition, a versatile forward who could take pressure off LeBron James on defense and provide valuable floor spacing alongside Luka Doncic, should the rumored interest come to fruition. Still, LA also holds Reeves in high regard. He's been a reliable secondary scorer, a fan favorite, and one of their most consistent performers in big moments. A deal worth considering, but far from a lock. At the end of the day, this trade hinges on one simple question: which player is each franchise willing to invest heavily in, both on the court and financially? Both Murray and Reeves are due for lucrative contract extensions in the near future. Choosing between them is less about raw talent and more about fit, future vision, and cap strategy. Would the Kings be willing to sacrifice defense and length for shot creation? Would the Lakers trade one of their most trusted scorers for a defensive upgrade? While this trade isn't likely to happen tomorrow, it's a thought-provoking scenario for two franchises at critical turning points. As both front offices weigh their next moves, ideas like this could quietly shape the future of the Western Conference. Potential repercussions and what this could mean for both franchises. If this trade were to materialize, the ripple effects across the Western Conference could be significant. For the Los Angeles Lakers, acquiring Keegan Murray would signal a strong commitment to surrounding LeBron James and Luka Donic, assuming ongoing rumors of a blockbuster deal are true, with versatile, two-way talent capable of contributing immediately on both ends. Murray's defensive instincts, ability to guard multiple positions, and consistent three-point shooting make him an ideal modern forward. Paired with a generational playmaker like Donic and a still dangerous LeBron, Murray could thrive in a lower-pressure scoring role while helping the Lakers address their long-standing perimeter defense issues. However, giving up Austin Reeves wouldn't be easy. Over the past 2 seasons, Reeves has not only proven himself as a reliable scorer and playmaker, but also as one of the emotional leaders of the Lakers' young core. He's become a fan favorite and a rare success story as an undrafted player who rose to prominence in a franchise known for its superstars. Letting him go would require confidence that the team's current stars and coaching staff can quickly integrate Murray's strengths and that his defensive upside outweighs Reeves' offensive versatility. The Kings' dilemma: fit versus value. For Sacramento, the arrival of Reeves could spark mixed reactions. On paper, Reeves gives the Kings another skilled ball handler who can play both guard positions, stretch the floor, and create offense in late-game situations. His offensive IQ and ability to play within a system make him a great fit under Coach Mike Brown's structured schemes. However, the Kings' current roster makeup already includes a heavy backcourt rotation: De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Davion Mitchell, and rookie Devin Carter. Adding Reeves without offloading one or more of those pieces could lead to a logjam, especially if Monk isn't moved in a separate deal. Moreover, by trading away Keegan Murray, the Kings would be giving up arguably their best perimeter defender, a player who's quietly become essential to their identity on that end of the floor. While Reeves offers a clear offensive boost, the defensive drop-off might prove too steep, especially for a team still struggling to find consistency against elite wings in the West. Fan and media reaction. Since the proposed trade surfaced, fan reactions have been divided. Lakers fans are split, some excited by Murray's upside and defensive versatility, others upset at the thought of losing one of their most beloved young stars. On X, formerly Twitter, debates have erupted over whether Rob Pelinka should be selling high on Reeves or keeping him as a core piece of the post-LeBron era. Kings fans, meanwhile, are even more skeptical. Many view Murray as a future all-star, and social media sentiment has skewed negative toward the idea of trading him for Reeves, even with a draft pick attached. You don't trade a 6 feet 8 inches switchable forward for a 6 feet 5 inches scoring guard unless the fit is perfect, one Kings fan account posted. Others point out that with Perry taking the reins as GM, a shakeup feels inevitable, and Reeves could be just the kind of savvy addition to complement Fox and Sabonis. What happens next? While this trade remains a hypothetical for now, it reflects a broader truth. Both the Lakers and Kings are approaching pivotal moments in their team-building timelines. The Lakers must decide how aggressive to be in maximizing the final years of LeBron's career and whether Luka Donic, if acquired, changes their long-term priorities. The Kings must balance development with results, and that could mean moving valuable young pieces to better align with Fox's prime. As both teams hover in that space between contention and transition, these kinds of trade ideas aren't just fantasy. They're part of the real conversations happening in front offices right now. Even if this deal doesn't happen, don't be surprised if Keegan Murray or Austin Reeves ends up on the move before the trade deadline. In a Western Conference where margins are razor-thin and stars are always on the move, bold decisions will define who rises and who gets left behind.